I dreamed I was a falling star. I flew through the eastern skies, over deserts that glittered like dragon's gold. I flew across the face of the sun, through silent headstones marking ancient battles, and over cities swallowed by the sand. As I fell, I picked up speed, burning through the atmosphere, faster and faster, until I landed. I had no recollection of who I was, or where I came from. I did not know my own name, only a sensation of where I belonged and where I must go, towards the west and the setting sun. These steps felt familiar to me, as if I'd tread these paths through countless lifetimes. Yet, I knew I had never been here before. The sand rushed like hot water between my toes. The wind was hot and dry. And this, just like all those times before, was how I began my journey. The landscape before me was strange. Landmarks I vaguely remembered from lifetimes ago. But where were the grand libraries, the silver fountains, the groves and trees, and thousands of my people? I did not remember a desert so vast and featureless. I wore the robes of an acolyte, a student of the word. The markings of my robe suggested I was a senior, about to take my place as a sage among the people. But I remember nothing of my classes nor my peers. Nonetheless, perhaps this broken stone would give me answers. As the word rushed through me, I remembered. I was filled with a sense of ecstasy. I remembered my name. And I remembered I could fly. Well, I could fly. I hadn't forgotten how. The air was just thin here, and the words were scarce. Surely this wasn't normal. I remember a landscape full of power. Even though I was only an acolyte, I remembered flying for days and days without ever stopping. I did not remember this old temple, dried and cracked in the sun. It smelled like old scrolls and dust. I gave my name at the stone tablet and was greeted with the first clue of what happened to my people. I stumbled away. The glyph showed graves upon graves. By the word, were they all graves? Were they all dead? Was I alone? No, that couldn't be true. I just needed to find them. I think this used to be the university. The state of it made me sad. Here, I shed my acolyte's robes and greeted the world for the first time as more than a child. I couldn't be a child anymore. Words of wisdom could still be found here. That had not changed, even if everything else had. The old cradles were still in place. The mechanisms answered to the same commands. The ribbon creatures rushed free. I hadn't imagined so many of them still lived. I told them my name, and they swirled around me, lifting me up and up. They deposited me before a statue of the Mountain Mother. Instinctively, I sat at her feet. "Mother, where is everyone?" I asked. She gave me a vision of herself. A mountain stabbed through her heart. From her wound, words rushed forth, filling the skies and falling upon the earth. Mother gave the world birds and trees. She gave us life. And when we bowed to the wisdom of her words, she gave us magic. The gates of the university creaked open. Though I was loath to leave the intangible memories of these buildings, I knew my people were waiting.